can I tell?
You just know.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Everything's okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I'm okay if you're okay.
Hey Siri, you're very beautiful.
Thanks. Can we get back to work
Your
now?
lips are beautiful.
I don't really like these arbitrary categories. Let's just be friends.
Wow, that guy must be happily married.
Now, has
He
this
has
video
a-
gone viral? I'm
Yes.
assuming if we're talking about it, it has. Clearly.
Yes, it has. It's just one of the many videos of people professing their love for Siri and the iPhone. Obviously, there's a few Easter eggs in Siri. She has a smart mouth, and we'll kind of talk back to you if you have funny questions.
Really?
Like, yeah, if you say
John, I didn't know about this.
I didn't know about that either. I'm wondering, Liz, what Siri stands for. Do we know?
I didn't actually look that up.
We'll have
So,
to
you know what?
check that out.
I will check that out after this and come back with the answer at the 6. But
That's great.
Yeah, so the Easter eggs, like she said, if you like say I love you to her, she'll say like I respect you, or can we get back to work? And so a lot of people on Twitter are having a lot of fun and kind of tweeting about their favorite Siri comeback lines.
Oh my
But,
goodness.
you know, a lot of tech bloggers.
So ridiculous.
I know it is.
I can see why it'd be fun, but
You know, she's like the first personal assistant type voice command on a phone. So people are really, you know, they think it's awesome. But a lot of tech bloggers are saying this barely gets Apple by for this phone because it just, you know, as we talked about last week, it just, you know, a lot of people were expecting a different design, more
So
features.
similar, you were saying, to the other one.
Exactly. If you get the software update too, you can even get your 3GS phone with a new software update. So it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, what is, as one Twitter user said, you know, if I put this on my 3GS, it basically makes it a 4S, doesn't it? So why would I buy the new one? Just to get Siri to talk to me? So you never know. There's kind of...
I think that was the selling point for Apple.
And that is reserved, right? That is reserved for the new one, the Siri thing? Okay.
Yeah, Siri's only for that. But actually there was an app called Dragon Speaking or Dragon Telling. I'm sorry, I forgot to write it down. But it was available in February 2010. I feel like it still is in the App Store. And it was basically a low-key version of Siri. But you had to open the app up. So that was kind of people's first taste of what it might be like. So of course, if you want the full effect, the full personal assistant that you can get in Siri, you have to buy the 4S. But, you know, most people are kind of buzzing that, you know, Siri's really awesome. Right now, I can ask her all these fun questions, but I'm curious to see how in a few weeks if it might just die down a little bit, the love for Siri.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, of
it's gonna-
course. I mean,
people are gonna
it's,
get
yeah.
over it.
Yeah, and long-term use with your phone too. Is this wearing down the battery, or is Siri gonna be as lively as she is
What if she
now?
malfunctions?
Yeah.
What happens?
What if
I mean,
she,
what if you're
I like
driving
the
and she
thought. I don't-
Well, yeah, no, and that's another thing that people were joking about. They're like, you know, soon enough, you know, she can understand slang, so many
I
different
was going
terms.
to ask you about that too. I asked John about it earlier. Yesterday, we were just, you know, joshing around with this phone, saying all kinds of crazy things, which we can't really say on air. But we, you know, when you
wasn't
talk
there.
about texting and sending emails, if you're upset and you want to throw in some slang or maybe a couple words we shouldn't be saying
She
now,
can read it.
The
does she
droid,
pick that up?
I know that right now the droid, when you swear, not like I've done it, or I have, okay, I've done it. I tested the boundaries of the droid talk to text, is that what it's called? Whatever it is. And when you do use a swear word, which I don't use in everyday use, but I was testing this,
At least not on
it comes
Joe.
out with the first consonant or vowel, and then it has the @ sign and asterisk and number sign and all this other stuff, or maybe just asterisks or something like that. So it censors you. So Google doesn't want you using swear words. Does Apple let you swear?
Yes, it does. It asks you though first. It says,
Freedom.
"Is this okay?" And then you have to say okay if you want if that's what you want it to send. So
Wow.
at least it gives you a second to kind of stop and think, which I think a lot of people need
Siri's
with
looking
that.
out for you. Are you
Like-
sure you want to say that?
Yeah.
I
That's
know.
pretty trashy.
But at what point does the computer realize? At what point does Siri realize I know all the answers and this human doesn't? And just that's what a lot of people
Oh
are joking.
my goodness.
You know, one day maybe Siri will be
You
able
need to
to
get
say,
away from the computer.
you can maybe set up your camera. You can say, Siri, does this make me look fat or something? And if she can give you those answers, that's where people are
over
starting
the
to
top.
see is
Siri,
objective
Siri
questions
on the
where
wall.
Siri can
What's
literally
next? We'll be flying in spaceships.
Exactly.
Oh my
Your iPhone will grow wings.
I think it's time we all took a break.